Hello everyone, it's Just a Dad. So is the Shark PowerDetect Speed Clean and Empty Just a Dad approved? It absolutely is, and in this video I'm going to show you exactly why it's Just a Dad approved. But first, I do purchase these products with my own money and I'm not paid for this video. This is home of the honest review. If you want to find my complete scorecard on this cordless vacuum cleaner and my top picks, check out justadadapproved.com. If you purchase any product off my website or in this video, I am an Amazon affiliate. If you click on the link, the product's not going to cost you anymore, but I do earn a small commission from the sale. Probably the biggest thing, would I recommend this to my friends and family or to my mom? I absolutely would. This is an amazing cordless vacuum cleaner. I love that the base station auto empties the dustbin and charges it all at the same time. So when you're done vacuuming, all you do is dock it. There's another vacuum going to kick on down here and suck everything out of the cordless vacuum cleaner, and then it charges it. So it's sitting there ready to go the entire time. Now last year's pick was the same design that I absolutely love, and I still love it, IP3241. This is the model number IA3241. It comes in several different colors, but you're basically getting the same cordless vacuum cleaner. There's going to be a dirt reveal light here. They went to a standard brush roller, kind of a general purpose one for hardwood floors and carpets. So a key feature for me is it has a HEPA filter inside the cordless vacuum part, and the battery is removable, even though I don't have to remove it to do anything. Now another key feature is it's hinged right here. If I press that button, I can go under furniture. That's a really nice feature that I love about it. Now anytime we're dealing with a cordless vacuum cleaner, it's battery life. This has pretty good battery life, but there's one thing that helps the battery life, and that's called auto detect. There's a sensor right here in the path when it's sucking up dirt from the floor. If it's sucking up a bunch of dirt, like the floor is really clean, it's going to ramp up the suction to get the floor clean. And then as your floor gets clean, it ramps the suction down, doesn't need as much. That alone is going to help you save battery. Now I can put it in eco mode where it just stays on low the whole time, or max. But on max, the battery's not going to last long at all because it's just on high all the time. And along with the scorecard, you can find all the vacuum cleaner specs that I think are important on my website, justadadapproved.com. That's where you'll see the exact specs that I think are important. Now, another key feature is this auto floor detect. Now, why is that important? Well, when you're on hardwood floors, you don't want that brush roller to turn really fast. It can spread dirt and debris around. So this has a sensor. When you're on hard surface, it ramps this speed down lower. But when you're on carpet, you actually want that to spin faster to kind of get the debris out of the carpet. Okay, so here we are on hard surface. We can see there it's spinning that speed. Now let's go to carpet and I'll show you how it ramps up the speed. See, the speed is turning a lot faster now to help clean. It's all automatic. And the dirt reveal light comes on hard surface to help find dirt and debris on the floor. Okay, let's see how it does with long hair, dirt and debris in the corner, kitty litter, which is extremely hard to pick up, and some Cheerios. We're going to turn it on. It's in detect mode. That's going to be purple if the floor is dirty, and that'll go white as the floor gets clean. So let's go find out, see how it does. It will clean forward and backwards, which we're going to check. All right, it's doing a good job. Let's check backwards. Does an okay job with small debris, but the Cheerios it wasn't able to do backwards. Kitty litter. There, it ramps the suction up whenever the floor is dirty. Now it's easy to maneuver. All right, it's keeping the stuff off of the filter so that you've got constant airflow and all the debris went into the bottom of the dustbin. That is hard. That is hard for cordless vacuum cleaners to do. A lot of times the dirt and debris will gather up around that filter and then you lose suction right away. Now let's take it to the auto empty dock. How do we do with long hair? We got a few long hairs on here. There is a comb on there. I think eventually these would come off. So this right here is the reason you would get this vacuum cleaner. Put it in. And it got all that hair off too. Now it's going to kick this vacuum on. And then it kicks that one on again. Everything goes down here. And now it's going to charge it up and you're ready to go. Always ready to go. You can leave it plugged in, charged all the time. And all I got to do is take this over to the trash can. That's going to hold quite a bit. Press that lever, it bottom drops out. Another thing is this has a HEPA filter. So you're not going to get a bunch of dirt or dust coming out of this unit. You will have to clean these. These are reusable. They do get quite a bit dirty, but they're reusable. And then you got your tool attachments for storage here. Now let's say you got the kids sleeping and you don't want this to auto empty. So you do some vacuuming, but then you put this switch to like a moon shape. It will not auto empty. It'll charge, but it won't auto empty. And the kids wake up, you can come in here and go, okay. Okay, now let's try it on carpet. Big mess up against the wall. Turn it on. We're gonna go into detect mode. Again, I could go to Eco, Max. There's no trigger to pull. It just stays on the entire time. We've even got some staples in there. All right, now let's try backwards on carpet. Pretty good. It left a little bit. All right, up against the wall. Left a little bit. Now let's go forward. Okay, it was not able to get 100% of it up against the wall. But the carpet is clean. And again, it's a ramp. It'll go white whenever the floor is perfectly clean. And you'll kind of hear that suction ramp down. See, it turned white. I have lower suction, which means I don't need as much pickup power. Saving battery, but now that does help save battery. Now this was an excellent job of cleaning. It didn't get 100% up next to the edge. And the best part, you got to kind of put it in, line it up. Now Shark's been making this clean and empty for about 3 years now. This is one of their older ones they still sell a lot of, but in my opinion, it is just a data approved, but for smaller areas because the filter clogs real easy. So then you lose your airflow. But this is a nice system. It's just, you can tell they've figured that out. They've designed it better. Again, we're going to enter all this in on our website, justadatapproved.com, 3700 milliamp hour battery. So the reveal light doesn't, I mean, if your room's not very lit, the reveal light works pretty good. But if you're daylight or if the room's really lit, I mean, the blue light's okay. They're kind of mimicking what the Shark or the Dyson does, but it doesn't have a super far reach. Pretty much just right in front of it. Again, check out the website, justadatapproved.com. This is definitely Just a Dad Approved. I hope this video helps. Thanks everybody for watching. So at the end of this video, I'm going to show you the actual unboxing. You do have to do some assembly. I take it all apart. I explain, measure everything. So if you want to see all the specifications, measurements, how to assemble it, put it together, disassemble it, check out this next part of the video, the unboxing. Unboxing on the Shark PowerDetect Speed Clean and Empty. This has a dock that will self-empty the vacuum cleaner. Here's everything that comes in the box. I'm going to go over the dimensions. I'm going to show you how to put it all together. So here's the actual vacuum cleaner, crevice tool, wand, Another tool, this is the power head. This goes with the dock. We have to assemble it. And here is the docking station. It comes with a 4-foot long power cord that you're going to plug in, and you're going to empty it. Let's go ahead and assemble this. There is an electrical connection right there. Go ahead and you can take it apart. Just click it into place. There's a little window to let you know when it's full. It does, the base station also has a HEPA filter that you can take out and replace. And simply, you're going to take this over to your trash can, press that button right there, the bottom falls out. These filters will get pretty dirty, but they are reusable. So you'll have to clean those, but you just wash them and let them dry in the sun. It is a bagless system. There's what the inside of it looks like. You will have to clean those filters inside there also. Now up top, there's this night switch. If we click this to that position, it won't auto empty. It won't turn the vacuum part on here. But if you click it over here, every time you dock it, it'll turn this vacuum on to suck everything out of the cordless vacuum cleaner. There's a spot to put the tools on the dock, 12 inches front to back or 30 centimeters. Left to right, you're about 9 3/4 or 24 centimeters. Now I'll measure this, but it's going to be bigger with the vacuum cleaner on it. So that's about 34, about 87 centimeters, but I'll measure it once we get the vacuum on it. These are the charging points. This is where it's going to charge the cordless vacuum cleaner. And there's the auto empty duct. Okay, let's take a closer look of the actual vacuum cleaner. The battery is removable. You're going to press this button right here and it does slide out, but you don't have to slide out. It's just if you ever want to change it. We have a power button here. You're going to turn it on. You've got 3 modes of operation: eco, boost, or detect. And you've got a status bar that shows you the battery percentage, well, how much battery it has. And then you also have a purple light. When you're in detect mode, this thing will ramp up and down the suction depending on how dirty the floors are. This is the auto empty feature. Whenever it's on the dock, that door will open up and everything will pop out of here. Let's take a look inside here. Press this button. There is a HEPA filter back here. We see there's the motor. Here's the HEPA filter. There is, again, another reusable filter. You'll have to clean these once in a while, but they're reusable. This you'll have to replace once in a while, but this is very easy to maintain and put in and out. I like that. Here's this. You can open it up. This little button right here. You will have to clean this once in a while. To put it back, put the bottom in, rotate it till it clicks into place. Handle has kind of a grippy feel to it. There's no button to press. You just turn it on and it stays powered up. Onto the power head. It's got a blue detect light that only comes on when it's on hard surface. It also has LED lights to light up all the time. The brush roller, there's no way of taking it out. It's in there, I'm sure maybe if you took some more apart, but there's no easy way of pulling this out. There is a comb, if you can see it back there. The bristles go through a comb. It says it can clean going forwards and backwards. I'm going to test that out though. This comes off if you have a clog back in here. These are real fragile, so be careful. They're plastic. Maybe that's to clean the sensors or something. It gets you a little bit of access, but it doesn't get you access down in here. Now when you put this back, make sure you put these feet in up here. Earlier I didn't do that. And then you just barely, these are plastic, so be careful. Let's measure the cleaning head entire length, 10 1/4 or 26 centimeters. The cleaning area, 8 1/2 or 22 centimeters. Overall, front to back, 7 inches or 18 centimeters. Height-wise, you're looking at about 7.7 centimeters. Now you can, for stairs, you can put this attachment right on the vacuum cleaner. And then when I turn it on, there's that blue reveal light. And I can ramp the suction up or down. Here's the sensor that detects what type of floor you're on. And then there's somewhere in here, either here or inside here, there's going to be a dirt detection sensor. So as the dirt particles are going into this, it ramps the suction up, but then as the air gets cleaner, it ramps the suction down. That really helps with battery life. Okay, let's find the wand. Here's the part that goes down below. Again, you can put this on the machine. That way you can put the tools right on here. Everything goes on and off real easy. This even has where you can hinge it at a 90-degree angle. Let's put the wand on. Again, you can hinge it. That way you can go under furniture. That area to the hinge is 27 inches or 70 centimeters. And you're going to turn it on. There's the display. There's detect mode. There's eco mode. Max. Back to detect mode. It moves real easy. Very easy to move. Got the dock plugged in. Now this is why I love these. Because the vacuum's not self-standing on its own, but if I put it in the dock, kind of get it lined up right there, it auto empties. It's sucking everything out of here into there. It kind of turned this vacuum on too. Okay, it never turned the brush roller, but it did turn the vacuum on inside of here to kind of maybe clear the chamber, and then it turns this vacuum on here to suck everything out. Now it's being charged. And really the only way to tell it's being charged is this light right here. That'll go solid white when it's fully charged. But you can leave it on there until you're ready to use it. It can stay on there fully charged just fine. Okay, on the dock, the unit is about 44.5 inches or 112 centimeters. When it's off the dock, it's about 44 inches to the handle, 111 centimeters. Here's what the tools look like. And again, you're simply going to, when you need to empty this, press this button, take this over to your trash can, press the button, and empty it out. If you want to put it in silent mode, move that over. This lights up, lets you know that it's not going to auto empty. So now, when I dock it, it charges it, but it won't empty everything out if somebody is sleeping or something. So, looks like we got a light there too, maybe. No, that's just dirt and debris, sorry. So, moves back and now it auto empties. I hope this unboxing video helped. Thanks everybody for watching. Now the best place to go to find these robot vacuum cleaner picks is justadadapproved.com. Up here in the top header, you're going to see best overall vacuums, best for pet hair, best under 1,000, best under 500, and best under 300. Let's check best overall. I don't give you 20 picks. I give you 5 of my top robot vacuum cleaners with the score, but I have all the information to back it up. If you want to read the full review, why did I pick the Mova V50? Let's go see the full review. You can see the videos that I have right here to back it up. I have my 3-month real-world score test, my real-world testing results, cost to own, my robot specs that I think are important to robot vacuum cleaners, some quick buy it if, skip if, and then a simple review. Thanks everybody for watching. If you found this video helpful, hit the like and subscribe button. Also check out where you can find all my approved products on my website, justadadapproved.com. You'll see a little link to it here at the end of the video. If you click on that, that's going to take you right to my website.